back to my show, Undiscovered. I am your host, Priscilla Moy, and I truly wanted to just give a thank you to all of the viewers that have been tuning in every single week to make this show possible. It is truly an honor to be here, and I've only been your host for maybe a month now, and I'm having the time of my life meeting the biggest talent, entrepreneurs, and dreamers here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we have an amazing show for you. There's going to be two self-made artists, and that my favorite thing about self-made artists is that they always have a story to tell, and they're the most humble people that you could possibly meet. When we come back from the break, we are going to start off with an amazing 17, almost 18-year-old singer, Lindsay Duke, performing with two of her songs, Dear Dad and 3 a.m. See you after the break.
Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Skoda with social media shows. Well, I thank all of you for your support through these last several years, and it's been a lot of fun. We've given people a voice they never had before. Now, social media shows is always collaborating with our veterans to help them do things and help out the veterans who are struggling today. And we teamed up with GI Connections, connecting veterans with resources. So please consider helping and donating to this great cause because we're always doing things for veterans. So GI Connections, social media shows, and you is what makes the world a better place. Once again, Joseph Skoda, proud United States Air Force veteran.
Lindsay Duke, everyone, with her song 3 a.m. That was absolutely amazing, and this is actually my first time that I've heard her sing live, which is absolutely fantastic. So here we go, and welcome to the stage, Lindsay Duke, back again. That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And guys, like we talked about this before the show, I thought she was already 18, but she is turning 18 in a couple of days, which means she is only 17 with that voice and that talent and songwriting skills.
Yes.
So applauding her for that. Amazing job.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So let's talk a little about the song that you just sang for us.
Yes.
You know, I know on your website that's one of the songs that you featured and that is released now. And so you write all of your songs, correct?
Yes. I currently do write all of my songs. They all have some sort of meaning to them, like something that I feel other people can relate to. So that's why I choose to write my own songs, and I also would like to venture into writing songs for other people as well, eventually.
That's amazing. So tell us a little about 3 a.m. What really inspired you about that song specifically?
So this song, so funny story, but not like funny, it's like kind of ironic funny. So I was involved in a relationship with a person, and this relationship was very, I guess what we call toxic now. It was very like, there was a lot of gaslighting, manipulation, things like that. And so this song, like basically the inspiration behind it is that even though there are things like I'm going through, like I did lose myself for this person, and I did have a lot of mental health issues and depression, anxiety, things like that because of this person. I can acknowledge the fact that there are other people who also feel the same way, even if it's not in a relationship. It can be in just family dynamics. It can be school, like some people just are a little more behind than others, and there are times where I feel like everybody needs a little encouragement, and so I wrote this song so that people could feel like they're not alone in their struggle with mental health and just life in general.
Well, that was amazing. Thank you for sharing. I know that the backstory might not be the best to always bring out, because I'm sorry you had to go through that. But the good part about it is that you came up with a beautiful song, and it's something that's very relatable. I think if you tell the backstory to that, I'm sure many of the viewers are just like, oh, been there, know exactly what that feels like.
Yes.
So, but you channel it in such a way that that kind of also helps you heal from those.
Yes.
And then you like can also inspire others to help heal from their situations as well with music, which is absolutely amazing. And so let's talk about, you know, your voice. Like, and you, not only are you a singer, but you're also a vocal coach. Like, when did you start singing yourself, and then what inspired you to also teach?
So I have actually been singing since I was almost 3. There's a very distinct memory, and I think there's also videos. Like my mom probably could find them somewhere, but there's videos of me singing Rocky Top, which is So I Used to Live in Tennessee. And that's like the Tennessee national anthem kind of thing. And so there's like karaoke videos of me singing Rocky Top at 3 years old.
We need that video. Where is it?
And we need to find it somewhere. But yeah, so I have been singing since I was 3, and I actually have had my fair share of vocal coaches. I had a really amazing vocal coach, and I will shout him out because he's like detrimental to my career. And his name is Markevius. He owns Melodic Minds Music Academy, and so he was my vocal coach, but he ended up moving to Tennessee, and it just wasn't like feasible to do vocal lessons like virtually for me. So I actually wanted to teach vocal lessons virtually because I want to be able to bring something different to people who need or feel like they want vocal lessons. I wanted to bring something that was modern, like songs that people listen to now, not like old songs that people sung a long time ago. I wanted to bring something people can do right now. And so I guess the inspiration behind doing vocal lessons was just to bring something new and bring a extracurricular activity to people who don't have the opportunity to do them in person. So people have the option to say, hey, can we do virtual vocal lessons? And I'm like, sure, let's do it.
That's amazing, and you're so young still. And that, like, because I trained in theater, so I've seen training vocally for musical theater people, and like it's intensive work.
Yes.
And a lot of those people are like have been, you know, an opera singers and all that stuff, so they have a huge history. And you're so young, you're already hitting all of those points, and I
Yes.
feel like at the same time you're probably also teaching yourself, because you have to maintain technique in your mind, because you have to know them to teach others, and so in your head you're just like, wait, I can't just be, winging it.
It's kind of interesting teaching beginner vocal students, because I'm at a point where I don't need like all of the beginner, I guess, technical things. Like, I already know those things, but then I have to explain them to someone else, and it's a little bit kind of like nostalgic to me, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to learn that at some point, and now I'm teaching someone else the same thing that I just learned.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I know your vocal coach is no longer in person, but do you still take lessons yourself to like continue to work on your craft, since you're, I'm assuming, full-time singer?
I currently am not actually taking vocal lessons for myself. I am focusing mostly on recording and just like business adventures. So that's the main focus, but I would definitely be open to taking a vocal lesson, and anytime I have like a performance, I'll like call up my vocal coach and be like, hey, can we go through a warm-up or something? Like, I would definitely do that. But no, I'm not currently taking vocal lessons.
Well, any teachers, I would love to take her on. I'm sure you can. I love her personality. You're so lovely. It's amazing. So as far as long-term goals with singing, like, do you do a lot of performances often? Are you trying to just be recording artists with performing? Do you like doing, singing live a lot?
I love this question, because I think every artist has a completely different answer. Like, some people want to do one thing and not the other, and then some people want to do it all. I currently am doing everything, so I want to do a little bit of recording, and I do perform like pretty much all across the Vegas area. I've performed in the Smith Center, like the West Las Vegas Library Theater, which was actually recent. Just like small churches, just small like venues kind of things, like where people host like random venues. I've done that, and I love doing that. I love networking with people and getting to know like how other people got their start, because I will have a performance and I'll have somebody come up to me and be like, hey, I love your voice. Like, I'm a singer too, and I'm like, why aren't you singing?
Yeah, like, come on, girl, let's sing.
Right, I'm like, okay, like, I want to hear now.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting, because then you start like following all these people on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook, wherever, and you get to meet and network with so many different personality types and people. So I am currently doing a little bit of everything.
That's amazing, though, because Vegas is a lot smaller than people think.
Yes.
Right? So once you get one foot in, one person, that person knows that person, they perform there, you get, introduced to that person, and then sooner or later, the whole community of singers, musicians, performers in that niche, right?
Yes,
and it's always
that
fun.
Is so true.
Opens up so many opportunities, and you're so young that it's just the beginning. So what genre do you normally sing?
I do a little bit of everything, but we are currently calling the genre that I'm most involved in, we call it inspirational, because it doesn't fit a specific genre type. So I do a little bit of everything, like R&B, there's some pop, there's gospel, soul, like aspects of every genre. So we've currently just been calling it inspirational, just something that inspires other people.
That's amazing. It's the whole point of the show, too. What I love to have people coming on that can inspire people back in a place where we once were, when we were looking for someone else to inspire us, and being like, it's possible, you know? So speaking, I know you mentioned business, and I know that you also have one, and it's called Creative Lens, correct? And, it's all about beauty, which, coincidentally has a lot to do with the industry that you're going in, but, you have to not only focus on that, but you have to focus on, being on camera, being presentable to a lot of people. And so I know that, reading a lot on your website about it, there's a lot of, you're using, very eco-friendly products in your ingredients in your makeup, and trying to create like a very beauty positive, very inclusive brand. Is that correct?
Yes. I definitely strive to use diverse groups of people to advertise my business. I love using products that are vegan and cruelty-free, things you can find right where you are, things you can find like in the ground, in nature. My personal reason for doing that, I couldn't imagine using like, I know that people do this, but I couldn't imagine using animal fats in my stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's just a personal choice. I have dogs. And so, like, that was also a big inspiration because a lot of things are very toxic to animals. So if my animals happen to get into something, like, they could be severely hurt
Yes.
from the stuff that I'm using. And while the room that we are using to do